So first thing, you have to open Google and you have to search for Google Sheets. In Google Sheets, you have to open a link www.google.com Sheets. You can see this in person. You have to select go to Google Sheets. So if you have signed in, you can see the screen. Otherwise, you need to sign in, and after signing in, you have to select on blank if you want to select a new sheet, if you want to create a new sheet, new whole blank sheet. Otherwise, you can select any sheet you have created so far, which you can see over here. So we are going to select blank sheet. So this is a whole new blank sheet. All right. You have to rename this if you want to. Like, since I'm giving you a demo, I'm renaming this sheet as demo sheet 2020. Okay. All right. So next thing is, you can write anything in this cells. So these are the cells. If you have worked on Excel, you must be knowing what is cell, what is row, what is column, all that stuff. So this individual thing is a cell, this rectangle, individual rectangle is a cell. You can write anything. So let's create one table. I'll show you how to do that. So suppose I'm writing name over here, age of that person, contact of that person, okay, and ABC. Suppose ABC is name of one person, CDE of another person, XYZ of another person, and age of that person, etc. So here I filled all the data. We can bold this title by clicking on Ctrl plus D, or you can click over here. This is bold. This is for bold. Okay. You can change text color to anything you want, but I think black is perfect. All right. Then if you just want this much to be shown, then you can simply delete other columns. So these are the columns. What I do is I'll select this. So I'll select these columns. I don't want these columns. I'll simply delete these columns by clicking right click on it. So we have filled this data, and suppose we want to delete other columns. I just want to show this much of data, so I can simply select those columns and I will right click on it and I will delete columns. Also, I don't want these rows. I'll select all these rows and I'll click on delete rows. Okay. Yes. Also, you can change the size from your font size if you want to make the title little bigger. Next thing, also, if you want to change the background color of this, you can select here fill color and you can change it. Another thing, most important thing, you can create different tabs, different subsheets in this sheet. So demo sheet 2020 is one individual sheet, but in this sheet you can create multiple subsheets. So as you can see over here, this is sheet 1. You can rename this as your like introduction, suppose. So if I want to create one more subsheet in this, I can simply click on this add sheet plus button. So this is the another subsheet in this sheet. So as you can see, demo sheet 2020 is one individual sheet, but in that sheet you can create multiple subsheets. As you can see, we can create multiple subsheets. So this is the introduction sheet, introduction subsheet. Then suppose you want to create a sheet, a subsheet for marks. So this is just an example, marks, then like history of that person, whatever you can add, and so on. So you can simply create one more table in this, or whatever you want to do. All right, suppose I'm creating one table for marks, so I'll write marks over here. And suppose the subjects are algebra, geometry, etc. So if you just have forgot something, like I want to write a subject, I want to give a subject title before this, so I can simply select this row. Okay, I'll right click and I'll select insert one above. All right, and now I'm writing here subject. So these are the subjects, okay, and these are the marks. Okay, I've entered all the marks. Also, you can zoom this out by clicking Control plus. Okay, so this is just for zoom, and if you decrease the size, you can select Control minus. All right, so now it is quite visible. Okay, so as you can see, I've written marks over here, but I want to merge this. This is not, this does not look good. So I'll select this and these two cells. I want marks in these two cells, so I'll select this and I'll select format, and I'll select merge cells, merge all. As you can see, marks is now in both the cells, but if you want it in middle, you have to select, you have to align it. Since we have zoomed it out, we can't see this option. We have to select in more, and we can just select this center. This is for alignment. If we decrease the size, then you can see it is visible over here, this option for alignment. All right, yes. Okay, and this is the table. We can just decorate this, or we can just transform this into particular table format by using borders. So you can select over here borders. You can give border whatever you want. So I'm giving outer border. Okay, I've given outer border, but this doesn't look good, so I'll just create a border for these two, which is a title. So I'll select this outer border for these two only. So as you can see, this is quite good. Now you can simply change the font or whatever you want to do. This is the font. We can select Times New Roman, which is the official kind of font, or we use it for official purpose. All right, so this is done. Now the simple table I've created, we can also highlight this part. We can simply click on this, and we can we can give a different background for this. All right, so this is done.